I've had quite a bit of experiences with entrepreneurship in my life. I feel like obviously I use the qualities in entrepreneurship in my everyday life, whether it be studying or hanging out with my friends, excuse me, to applying for jobs and whatnot. But I feel like my main biggest experience and achievement regarding entrepreneurship is the event curation I did for Web3 Delight in Abu Dhabi. So essentially, when I first signed up for the job, it's kind of just like I came across the opportunity and just shot my shot, not expecting much of it. I got the job and I kind of realized like all I was doing was just like kind of greeting people, bringing them to their seats, and kind of telling them what the event's about. It felt a little insignificant, but I was really excited for it. And then obviously it started all smooth. It kind of did my part, but I found it really interesting how like all these different types of people are there, right? But then halfway through, there was like technical difficulties on the stage as they were swapping through the first keynote speakers to the next ones, and everyone was waiting and no one knew what to do because the people were getting kind of antsy about like waiting for so long. So I was the only one there since everyone was backstage, like the tech people were backstage and like the big bosses were backstage. So I just out of like blue, I was told like to do something about it. I was like, okay, like what do I do? I rounded up, like it was 11 of us, got all the drinks and tables from the entrance, brought it to the lobby, and facilitated like a on the go networking event. And I was like, okay, what's gonna even happen? And everyone from the main, like obviously the main venue, went there, and they had a like they were genuinely like after the fact, people were thinking like it was just meant to be like that the whole time, and we got so many positive reviews. And like I feel like turning this seemingly insignificant role into like something that I really had autonomy and control over and making a real world impact and innovating is truly like what made me feel like such an entrepreneur myself. And it, ties back to what I view entrepreneurship as, and that's this idea surrounding innovation is truly like the biggest accomplishment. Just seeing like how these people who are so high up on the chain of like big people in tech and finance being so satisfied with something that me as like back then I was 15 years old and then 16 when I went to Saudi Arabia, just seeing that was like just crazy experience. And along with this, I also resold phones and jewelry in my high school days to make money, and that was just typical like sales techniques. Felt like an entrepreneur obviously because I was working my own hours, doing it all myself, and it kind of taught me how to negotiate, which I feel like is also a big role, along with compromises. Sometimes I would get my friends to deliver it for me, or I would compromise some of my money, and it really helped me learn all kind of the different aspects those two helped me learn. That's all.